Welcome to the Chelsea Fans Channel. We are in such buoyant mood. It's time to go through the 5 things that we've learned from this weekend's action. Point 1. We do not waste a moment, do we? It's so refreshing to see we are out of the blocks and firing on all cylinders. I think it took us 19 minutes to score our first goal against Everton, which is actually pretty sluggish for us. When you think of how quickly our goals have gone in previous games, it's just great to see that we're coming out with such momentum and such energy and such hunger. You know, it took us a lot of time under Mourinho. It took us a long time to start the game. It wouldn't take, actually, sometimes the players would have to go in at half time, come out and then be a bit rejuvenated. Not the case under Conte. We are fighting from minute 1. When you think about how early some of our goals have gone in, I think it's Costa 7 minutes, Pedro 1 minute, Hazard 6 minutes, Hazard 18 minutes. We're starting strong and, crucially, we're fighting to the last minute. When you think what would happen again, under Mourinho, the tactic worked. I'm not knocking the tactic, but it isn't always what the fans want. Sometimes under Mourinho we go 2-0 up, that would be it. Sometimes you go 1-0 up. You go 1-0 up at home to Borough after 8 minutes, nothing else would happen for the rest of the game. That is not the case under Conte. We're 4-0 up, the game was won, Eden Hazard had been playing brilliantly. We swapped wings to attack more, to try and put them under pressure. We made a tactical change to go for the jugular, and it really is just lovely to see. I hope that it continues. Point 2, and it's with joy that I can talk about this now, it's the Matic and Kante axis in the middle there. They are so strong together. When you think about how good our back line has been, we're now 5 games without conceding a goal. That really is excellent, but a lot of the credit has to go to Nemanja Matic and N'Golo Kante. Those two protect that back line so well, and they contribute so much going forward. Nemanja Matic has 5 assists this season. That's more assists than Luis Suarez. That's incredible. But it's the defensive work that he's doing there that is making us so sure, and it really is brilliant to see. When I think it was the Everton midfielder Idrissa Gueye got booked last week, the game was over as a contest because those two in the middle, our boys, were going to win that midfield battle. Gareth Barry must have been terrified and just hating his life for those 90 minutes because they just had him sewn up, didn't they? Those two, they complement each other so well. One of them will go, one of them will sit. Matic will go, Kante will do all of the protecting, and their ball distribution is excellent. I think that N'Golo Kante, we all know how good his work rate is. We all know how many interceptions he can make in a game. We all know how many yards he can cover in a game. But what is often underrated is his ball distribution. It's excellent. And Nemanja Matic the same. The fact that he has so many assists already is just a testament to how good a manager Antonio Conte is. Matic was abysmal last season and he's completely turned it round, and it is wonderful. Point 3 is Diego Costa outshining Romelu Lukaku. The two players are on the pitch. We did pursue Romelu Lukaku this season. He's a former player. Some fans have, different perspectives on him. But there's no doubt that we have got the right man and kept hold of the right man. Diego Costa was masterful. He was fantastic again. He leads the line so well. He's so selfless in the way that he leads the line. He is the reason that some of our other players have looked so good. He's got such a good eye for a goal, and he has now been involved in more goals than any other player in the Premier League. He's scored 9 and he has 3 assists. That is just a wonderful, wonderful record, and long may it continue. I just love the variety of goal that he can score as well. I think the way that he left his man, the way that he, I think he was being actually marked by Romelu Lukaku for his goal, but the way that he drifted away, he kind of turned around nonchalantly, pretended he wasn't involved, suddenly bang, the ball drops to him, it's a goal. And that is the kind of man that we have up front. Diego, I love you. I follow you on Instagram, and I love your dog. You're just a brilliant man. Keep it up. Point 4 is the way that we covered Remembrance Day. I think Chelsea Football Club often get a lot of things wrong, and I think our fan base sometimes get things wrong. But we do this brilliantly. I think the banner that I helped get out, I think that some of you may have, if you follow us on Instagram or Twitter, you would have seen it. It's this banner, it's up now. I think that banner tells a story. We were led out by the Chelsea pensioners, and our club is so steeped in such fine history. It makes me so proud on a day like that. The minute's silence was held impeccably, and it's just a wonderful thing that the club cover this kind of thing so well. Long may it continue. Finally, this is my favourite point. We were top of the league for a little while. That is so impressive. The shape that the table is in now really does have an impact on how it's going to end. We are 10 games in. The league matters. We are so far ahead of clubs like Manchester United. We are in with a shout of winning this league. There is no doubt about it. It's international break now, which is a shame. I'm going to England, Scotland, so I might do something about that. Actually, if you want me to cover that game on here, do me a favour, give this video a like, and if it gets enough, I'll do something about the England-Scotland game at Wembley. But we start the season again against Middlesbrough. We have to win that game. And if we do, there is no reason why we can't go into the bigger games. You know, we've got Tottenham and Manchester City coming up. We get good results there. We can win the Premier League. How incredible will that be? Go on, you Blues.
All right, guys, welcome to the Chelsea Fans Channel. This is my post-match review where Chelsea have just won against Everton at the Bridge 5-0. I don't know what to say. The whole game from start to finish was brilliant. There's not one thing you can say about any of our players.